in Karnataka as the Congress rushes to decide who's going to be the next Chief Minister of the state, fresh off their victories in the election across the state. Now, sources are right now telling us, and this is from within the Congress, that the DK Shivakumar camp, because remember the two nominees for this position possibly are DK Shivakumar, the KPCC president, and Siddaramaiah, former chief minister of the state. Now, sources in the DKS camp are saying that the Vokkaligas and the Lingayats are backing the KPCC chief. Remember, the Lingayat community is the largest. The Vokkaliga community, by some counts, is the second largest community across the state of Karnataka. DK Shivakumar is, of course, a Vokkaliga leader. Now, the DKS camp is also claiming that Lingayats prefer DKS over Siddaramaiah, as the former chief minister is seen as a man who tried to break the Lingayat community. When we say former chief minister, they're, of course, referring to Siddaramaiah. So you can see over here a last-minute push happening with the DKS camp very much trying to push for DK Shivakumar to, in fact, clinch the position of Chief Minister. Remember, perhaps the biggest sign of an Achilles heel DK Shivakumar has against him is, of course, the corruption allegations he has faced over the last few years, multiple times. Now, on the other side, there is, of course, Siddaramaiah, who is seen as a capable administrator. He does also enjoy statewide popularity. However, it is DK Shivakumar who is seen as the key strategist responsible for this win for the Congress. So there is a growing sentiment that Shivakumar should be rewarded in some sense for securing this mammoth win for the Congress. Let's go over to my colleague Harish Upadhyay, who's with us right now. Harish, I know the data on this varies, but most media outlets would agree that the Lingayat community has about 17% of the Karnataka population, the Vokkaliga community right below that. But I want to understand from you here, when we're telling our audiences that sources are saying that both of these communities are believed to be behind DK Shivakumar being elected into power, and that Siddaramaiah was responsible for possibly breaking the Lingayat community, what do they mean? Especially these allegations against Siddaramaiah, what are they referring to?
Well, this is the larger game plan of the Congress, but perhaps DK Shivakumar's camp. What the DK Shivakumar camp is saying is that, in fact, there are three things that is going in favor of DK Shivakumar. They're arguing that the Vokkaligas have voted en masse for the Congress party, perhaps after 25 years, have done that because all of them want to see DK Shivakumar as the next Chief Minister of Karnataka. The other major argument by DK Shivakumar's camp is that they are saying it's not just the Vokkaligas backing DK Shivakumar, he has the approval and the support of Lingayats as well. They are saying that the Lingayats at no cost would be backing Siddaramaiah because he's the man who wanted to break the Lingayat community, and it was DK Shivakumar who went, apologized to the community, tried to ensure that they are pacified, and the Lingayats would be okay having DK Shivakumar as their leader, as the next chief minister, and the party would enjoy some support from the Lingayat community. So he has two crucial communities backing him, the Vokkaligas and the Lingayats, and he will be an acceptable face for both of them, and that's why the party needs to back him. The other argument is that DK Shivakumar has also funded several of these MLAs and their election campaign, and has helped them counter the might of the BJP, and that can't be ignored. And when it comes to the whole chief minister selection procedure, they are saying that MLAs are likely to empower the High Command to decide, and DK Shivakumar and his camp hoping that Sonia Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi will be backing DK Shivakumar, and he will sail through and become the next chief minister. But they are also fearing Siddaramaiah asking for individual opinion of MLAs to be collected, in which case it might be slightly difficult for DK Shivakumar, because his camp too acknowledges the popularity that Siddaramaiah enjoys with the newly elected MLAs.
Okay, Harish, the piece I'm not understanding here, when we're talking about Siddaramaiah and his relationship to the Lingayat community in particular, where you were saying he had possibly offended the Lingayat community, are you referring to the clip that had gone viral a few weeks ago, in which comments had been made by him referring to corruption by a Lingayat chief minister? Is that what we're referring to?
Well,
Well, that's a very small episode. The larger episode is, remember, in 2018 when Siddaramaiah was the Chief Minister, he had recommended creating a separate religion tag for Lingayats and Veerashaivas, and that was seen as effort by Siddaramaiah to break the community into two, and that didn't go well with a majority chunk of the population. And it is said that one of the reasons why in 2018 the Congress did badly was it lost whatever little support that it enjoyed with the Lingayat community, and that's why they were reduced to 79-80 seats in 2018. And many fear that Lingayats still feel Siddaramaiah is not an acceptable leader. That's the argument of DK Shivakumar's camp. Although Siddaramaiah multiple times has said that it wasn't his proposal, it was various seers of various Lingayat mutts who had asked for it, various community groups had asked for it, and he had just recommended it. It wasn't his brainchild, it wasn't his proposal to have a separate religion tag for Lingayats, and he's always said that he was unfairly targeted for that decision. But DK Camp saying that he's still someone who's not acceptable for the Lingayat community. So DK Shivakumar would be a more acceptable face even for Lingayats, and the Vokkaligas anyway are backing DK Shivakumar.
Harish, what are your sources telling you about once the decision happens? Do we know if one of these two leaders or both of these leaders will accept the decision peacefully? Are your sources telling you that protest is planned at all by the supporters of these parties, within the party, I mean?
Well, that would be too early to speculate now. One thing is very sure, none of these leaders are likely to go off tangent and damage the Congress party. What is definitely on the cards is hectic, strong bargaining that we'll see over the next 2 days. As I said, initially there will be a one-liner by the CLP, the Congress Legislature Party, that the High Command would be empowered. Then the game begins. Who will the High Command back? And if Siddaramaiah insists on collecting the individual opinions of each of these MLAs, then he has an edge. And in that scenario, who would be the High Command back? Would they go with the opinion, the larger opinion of individual MLAs and what they've expressed in perhaps either a secret ballot or a secret conversation that will be held? Or would they go with a person that they think can manage Karnataka well and will benefit the party? These are difficult choices the Congress has to make. Even if in a scenario the Congress party and its High Command decides to go ahead with Siddaramaiah, they will have to placate DK Shivakumar. What are the possible combinations that they are looking at? Will he settle for a Deputy Chief Minister post? What are the portfolios he would seek for? These are other aspects. Once they deal with all this, they have the larger problem or the other challenge of ensuring that all these communities who are back to Congress this time to give this massive mandate also need to be given representation. Will they be given Deputy Chief Minister post? How would they work on it? Remember, Congress now has 5-6 working presidents in the Congress party. That can't happen in a government. So how many DCM posts? Which are the communities getting it? The Congress and the Congress High Command has a lot to deal with and decide over the next 2-3 days.
All right. Harish, stay with us, please. I want to play out for our audience's reactions that have come in from different political leaders. Let's take a quick look.
I want him to become Chief Minister because he has worked very hard from past 3 years after he becoming KPCC President. So he has won 8 times from our constituency. Now highest lead he has got now. See, he has worked almost more than 20 hours every day, almost like that. He has worked and he gave a lot of programs.
KPCC has not seen the president like DK Shivakumar until today. The person, he abused his health for the purpose of the party. He slept only 2 hours, maximum of 2 hours per day.
From the last year.
From the last, from the day he became president of KPCC.
अभी तो CLP बैठेगा, कांग्रेस लेजिस्लेटिव पार्टी बैठेगा, उधर डिसीजन होगा कि ऑब्जर्वर्स के सामने इंडिविजुअल ओपिनियन लेंगे या तो एक लाइन रेजोल्यूशन करेंगे करके वो बात करेंगे. सिद्धरामैया साहब और खरगे साहब के बीच में कर्टेसी कॉल था, मीटिंग नहीं था. ओके, इट वाज नॉट अ पॉलिटिकल मीटिंग, दैट्स व्हाट आई मेंट.